Hello everyone and welcome back to Box O Shadows. Today we are going to be making a bracelet. So I believe they're all jade. I'm going to start with that. I'm certain that two of them are jade, and I'm fairly certain the red is another type of jade, but they were calling this a Jade Holiday Mix. At first I was a little worried that they were going to be carnelian, which nothing wrong with that, but once you actually start taking a look at these little red ones, I mean, I'm not worried that it's carnelian, I love carnelian, but once you start taking a look at it, it actually does look like it most likely is jade. And I know this one is snow jade. I've done some of this snow jade before. This they call seaweed, which is a type of Neff something, which is a type of jade. It's just a different variety of jade. But there's your greens, and then there is a red jade. I did check. So there's a chance that this is a red jade. So this is one of the few that we're not 100% certain on, but they did say that it was all jade. It is all natural stone for sure. And I'm fairly certain based on how it all reacts that it is in fact all jade, which is a nice fun deal. But this is our little holiday mix. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the spoon back out and we are going to do our best, I think, to get 7 of each and try to do an even mix on this. 6. Can you do it? No, we can't. We can't do 1 spoon. Yes, we can. 1 spoon of green. Look at that. Beauty. 1 spoon of green. Let's get the red next. Let's get these red ones. They're very pretty. But they do kind of look like roe a little bit, if you're familiar with what that is. But they're still pretty nonetheless. Switch. And now we need white. Let's get this. There's all our snow. Perfect. And of course they went everywhere because things can't be perfect around here. You don't have to be perfect to be perfect. So there's that, which I'm actually going to put I'm going to put these over here. I'm going to put them under that. Just in case, because, oh, there goes a cat. Hello, buddy. I know why he left. Oh, Booty, you stink, but I love you so much. Okay, while we sit and wallow in that, I am going to do some spacers on these ones. There's 2 that we're thinking, so I'm going to bring the box over. These are some of our more flat ones. So, lots of variety, but I think I might try these. Now, these look kind of fun and interesting, but they're very, very tiny. They're super, super small. That's also what my tweezers are doing over here, just in case, because they are very... Let me set this down before I drop everything everywhere, because 2024 and dragons. Yeah, they are very, very small. But I think these should be fun to use. I have no... That's plenty. That should be plenty. Because we're doing 21. So this would technically be a smaller bracelet, but it's going to be a little bit bigger just because we're going to have the spacers, but the spacers are very, very small. So we'll see about that. We've got our cord. I went with Snow White on these. I thought that would be kind of nice. That nice stretched out. Please don't fray. All right. And if this does fray, I have a whole fresh roll. Whole fresh roll, just in case anything does happen. That cat. I love him to bits, but he can be stinky. Okay, here we go. Let's start with this. Looks like a flag, and I kind of love it. Okay, let's start with white here. It's got a nice large hole on one side. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna try to. Oh. Okay. White, green, red. We'll go white, green, red. That'd be nice. I mean, it just depends on how you look at it, which way it's actually gonna go. This is not a red touch black or red touch yellow kind of situation. Both are safe and you don't have to worry about it. Let's see. And honestly, if these look too small to be like a oh no, they're gonna be so pretty. gonna be really pretty. At least I think that's really pretty. Comment below if you think I'm crazy or if you do think that that's in fact pretty. Where are we going? White next. So it is the new year. Welcome to 2024. So yes, we've had our Gregorian New Year. I'm very distracted by how pretty these are looking. So I know some people do resolutions, some people aren't into that. The gyms are usually crowded. So it's a good thing that's not really my thing. But what are some resolutions that people have decided on this year? There's all manner of different things out there. And honestly, you know, sometimes having a resolution... I don't like this one. This is all cracked. That. Set this down. Isn't that big old crack in it? Focus. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell if this is focusing. My eyes are going. It's been a long day here. But yeah, see that big old crack? We don't want that. So, I need a different one. I'm liking this one. Hello, other floof. You're beautiful. Where's your brother? I think this is probably the first time they've actually been active while we've been doing a video. I know you've heard the dog in the background. She can be a bit noisy. What are you doing, baby girl? Okay, got that. Get another white. But I think because I'm recording this one a little late in the day, so it is sleep time for the doggo and wake up time for the cattos. I say good morning, mother. Madam's servant, where is my breakfast? Already served. Alrighty. But hopefully everyone is having a wonderful 2024. I apologize to anyone who isn't. Sometimes bad things happen, and it's just... Oh, this is another funky one. Here's my look already. Because I know that we've already had that really big earthquake in Japan, which was quite horrible. And I know here stateside, there have already been quite a few incidences, but don't do that. I'll lose another needle that way. Hopefully everyone is having a safe new year. I know it's a leap year, so that's something that I didn't talk about last time because I got totally sidetracked with the whole Year of the Dragon thing and me being a dragon. But it is a leap year, and leap years have been notorious for all kinds of just general chaos. We're looking at you, 2022. But we are going to have a fun natural occurrence this year. If you live in the Americas, I'm not entirely sure what their range is, but if you live in cicada country, we're going to have our 13s and our 17s this year, if I have heard correctly. And I do believe the math is like 230 years or something crazy that they occur at the same time. And I know we had like 15s and 7s or something that also happened a few years back. I'm gonna cry if it was the 15s and the 17s. Oh my gosh, my brain. Or the 15s and the 13s. Because that would mean that it was 13 years ago. And I feel really, really old. But that would have been 2011? something like that. So I don't know if that's correct. I don't know, but I know that, you know, sometimes they occur with each other, but because usually they're like prime numbers, I think there's like 7-year cicadas and 13-year cicadas, 15-year cicadas, and 17. Don't know much about the others. I know that there are like cicadas that come out every year because we get them in this area. Pretty sure every year we have cicadas. And I love them because I enjoy the sound of cicadas. That's how I know like summer and fall. Or I know how it's like the end of the summer. It's, you know, it's usually like August when that happens. So now the weather's going to start to shift. It's going to stop being so like aggressively hot. Ugh, I love living in a place where we have the heat of the South and we have the cold of Canada, or at least, you know, the cold that you would associate with like Canada. So we have both Central America and Northern America, and it's just the variation is wild sometimes. And we get a lot of things. Like, I mean, we don't, no, that's not true. We do get earthquakes as well. I was going to say at least we don't get earthquakes like poor Japan got. But we get those. Oddly enough, we actually have a fault line somewhere close enough that we do get them occasionally, and it's always weird being like wake up in the middle of the night and you're just like, ah, escape. Kind of like that, where you wake up and you're like, I don't know what's going on. Something is not right. Something isn't right. And then you'll see like on the news, the Weather Channel the next day or something, or someone will just be like, hey, did you know we had an earthquake last night? It was like a 1.6. Be like, oh, that makes sense, because I woke up and then I couldn't get back to sleep because my brain was like, things are happening. But yeah, we get like everything here. We get the heat waves, the horrible, horrible heat waves. We get absolute deep freezes. I guess it's not like absolute deep freezes, but it can get very cold here. And then we get all kinds of weather, but luckily we're mostly landlocked. So like hurricanes, only when a hurricane is like coming up the coast and like the fingers wrap around, and they look like this, but they're going the other way. So we only get like that kind of bad weather as far as like hurricane and like ocean weather is concerned, typhoons and whatnot. But yeah, pretty much everything else, you know, the more you think about it, you're like, yeah, no. Tornadoes, earthquakes, horrible thunderstorms. We get lightning storms. Heat lightning is always interesting. Don't run away. Yeah, it's kind of interesting here, so it's going to be interesting to see what the new year has in store for us. And I know I've kind of been rambling. It has been a long day so far for me, but I figured I would come on here and hang out with you guys for just a little bit, and luckily you guys are going to be seeing this a little bit earlier in the day. But let me see. I think that's looking real nice. It's very festive. Let's see if it's gonna be. Oh yeah, that's gonna be plenty. I would actually take a whole 3 out probably for myself. So we'll put this on the measure. This might actually end up being one of the bigger ones, and then I'll have to do one that's smaller, I guess. Yeah, every little bit counts. They may be small, but they definitely add weight. Oh, that looks so pretty. You guys, I don't know if you can see it, because when I'm holding it like this, the way that the light is coming down and I'm looking at it from the side, I can almost see through the beads, and seeing the like crackle of this jade, the white jade, and just seeing the like variations within the green and the red are absolutely beautiful. These are so pretty. I'm super excited about this. Sorry, I got distracted. Show that off. So, I think that's going to be set and finished. I'm going to put these away before I make a mess, because y'all know I'll make a mess. Let's get this. Come here. Scoop. And I'm sure you're saying, why don't you just pick it up and dump the whole thing? God, it's centered so pretty. Look at the way it is within the lens. Oh, it's not perfect. No one's perfect. And that's what makes us all perfect in our own separate ways. It is our imperfections that make us who we are. Anyone who's overly perfect is suspicious. Makes you wonder. Alrighty, but that is going to be it on that. I'm not going to lose my needle yet because I still need to hold on to the end. It can live with it for now. This is some low-key Jimmy Jam music here. I am enjoying this. Alright. Oh, look at my fingers. They're still willing to work. Which is always surprising. Okay, here we go. Let's shuffle down now. Ooh, and they move real nice. They slide really nice. Sometimes you'll feel like the holes will be kind of small, so they'll like pull a little bit. But these slide really nice. I'm excited to make a few more of these. Even if nobody is interested in them until like next year. They're quite, oh, that's fascinating. Maybe I should make some with gold, because I do have gold and like this, well, that's gonna reflect. You just stay there while I get horribly distracted. So, get the glare off. So I have all three of these options. So this is the silver that we just used, and I've got the bright gold, which I think would look really nice. I'm not sure about the like brassy one, the bronzy one. It turns bronze. I think they call it antique gold usually. I don't know about that one, but I think this one would be really, really nice to do another bracelet with. And the captain thought maybe use these ones. These guys here at the bottom, these two. Which they're also very, very nice, and I probably will do that because I do have kind of a whole chunk of beads here. But I think I definitely want to do a gold one, and then I definitely want to do a smaller one in both this and the gold if the gold turns out nicely. Those are very pretty. I know you'll probably see this in one of our other future videos because I've got a couple of ideas for stuff to do. I know we've slowed down, but that gives me more time to have ideas for you guys so that I can give you guys a little bit better content instead of just like, here's the thing. It is chaos. Please like. Which, like if you like it, you don't have to like it if you don't like it. You know? Not everything is for everybody. And that's okay. That's why we have so many odd different things going on. And hopefully we're going to get the captain in here maybe working on this stuff. Wouldn't that be fun? I think it'd be fun. Get him in here because he likes to do like the design stuff. So I think if we can get him to work on some of the actual like making of it, I think he might really enjoy seeing like the finished product. Like what he picked out, exactly how he picked it. And I think that'll be kind of nice. Let's see. Because long story short, if you start seeing a lot more of the captain, that's why. Alright, I think that'll look good. Are you ready for this festive moment of truth? Well, it seemed to stay together. That feels solid, so let's get the burb. Two hands of burb here today. Oh, I love that. I don't know if you can hear it. Hang on, let me see if we can hear it. Like, the absolute snip. I love this little bird. Also the fact, oh, I've not touched it. Also the fact that, like, I had been looking for a pair of, like, thread scissors. This specific type. This specific burb. This specific brand. For, like, ages. And I just happened to be in one of our local, there we go, snips. In one of our local craft stores. And, you know, checking out. I'm like, okay, did you find everything? And I look behind the nice cashier and I'm like, are those what I think they are? She brought them over and then she scanned them and she was like, oh, do you want to know how much they are? And I was like, go ahead and tell me because I can take a guess. And I was like, And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. I know they're expensive. And I was like, no, you don't understand. That's like $10 cheaper than I was expecting them to be. And I bought them on spot. Because they're very, very, very nice and very, very sharp, as you can see. I'm sure if you like slow down, because I know when I edit these sometimes, I see like I have to do it really, really slow sometimes. I want to get that little snip just right for y'all. But yeah, sometimes I'm looking and I'm like, that basically cut scary fast. Like it barely touches. So definitely don't get your fingers in here. Don't get your fingers stuck in that. That's no good because they really, really are super, super sharp. And our salve can only fix so much. But this, I think, well, let me try. Let me see. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be nice. It's really nice. I really like it. If no one else buys it, it's a little loose for me. But it's really nice. And I know they're supposed to be like holiday colors, but I don't know. They're just really nice. I really like them. And this is not at all a normal bracelet for me. Heck. I'm going to have so many bracelets. This is a problem. No, Captain would yell at me. Captain would yell at me. I got to get others before I start keeping them for my collection. But that is going to be our nice little Holiday Mixed Jade bracelets. If you are curious about these, if you've got any questions, go ahead and ask. I love questions, like legit. I mean, there have been times that people ask me a question in a way that they're like trying to be mean, and I'm like, oh, well, the answer to that is, and it's just like, I love questions. I love asking questions, so there's also that. But if you've got any kind of questions, go ahead and ask. You can put those in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and smack that like button. It is free. It is also free to go ahead and ding that bell. You do not need a book. You do not need a candle, although we do have both with us here today. And that also allows you to see any upcoming content that we do have once we have that coming out, which should be about once a week now. I think we've got it kind of figured out. And if you are interested in seeing some of the other shenanigans that we do get up to, feel free to go ahead and check out our channel. We've got all kinds of different stuff. We've got a couple of playlists that I think I've finally made them all public. That's a big oopsie on my part. But I think I do have those all set and ready to go. We've got all kinds of stuff, especially the one that these bracelets are going to be in if you like this kind of thing. We've got some that are just beads, and we do have some that are a little bit more involved with some of our nicer stones, which hopefully, if everything works out, the next time you see me, I am going to be talking about our different grades of stones. So that's going to be kind of fun because I actually got from the same person, different grades of 2 different stones. So we'll be kind of looking at those and comparing them just so that you can really understand the difference. So when we say that they're like the basic ones, like this is a basic jade versus what a lot of places call a VIP. So the basic ones are going to be like an A grade. The VIPs are going to be double A's. And then they have like VVIP. Some of them only call them VIP, or they call them triple A's right off because they are our triple A stones. Those are our super duper nice ones. So we're going to be comparing those 3 different grades. I have one type that is AAA and AA, and I've got another type that's AA and single A. So we're going to look at those and kind of compare those. But that is for future me to deal with tomorrow, to be able to get that to you in most likely 2 weeks. You'll be seeing that one. So go ahead, smack that bell. That way you'll know when that comes out, and you can always check it out then. Or if you're checking this out in the far-flung future, it's probably going to be the next one on this playlist. So I hope you're watching the playlist, and we'll see you in the next one.